Welcome to Ravenna, Kentucky. Today is Saturday, September 6th, 2025, and the Ravenna Railroad Festival is in full swing. Let's hop aboard and head to the end of Kentucky Steam's property and back. I'll also be including ground footage to give you guys the full effect. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. As we travel through Kentucky Steam's shop, we can also see a bunch of other steam locomotives from across the country. Kentucky Steam, as well as Next Gen Rail Solution, is working on a few steam locomotives. We can see parts of 2716, Vulcan number 1, Nickel Plate Road number 587, and coming on into the shop here, we will see the boiler for L&N number 152, the official state steam locomotive of Kentucky, as well as Sioux Line number 2425, which will be going to the Big South Fork Scenic Railway in Stearns, Kentucky. The consist for today's train includes Chesapeake and Ohio, caboose number 3203. 3203 is an extended cupola caboose. I say extended because the cupola, the thing on top, extends out to the sides. Next up is the baggage car. The baggage car was built and used for the Pennsylvania Railroad. The baggage car now serves as the open air car and is a little over 100 years old. Next up is the EJ&E caboose number 530. 530 served the EJ&E, which was a regional belt line in the Chicago area, and now sports a EJ&E Kentucky Steam inspired paint scheme, which is really cool, and the volunteers did a really good job, and it's also the newest car on the consist. Last but not least is 1100. 1100 was originally built in 1970 as Louisville and Nashville 5000. 5000 was also the first SW1500 for the L&N. This locomotive would work in yards very similar to this one as a switcher locomotive and help build up trains. As we travel outside the shop here, we can see Southern Railway Bay Window Caboose number 2923. This came from Danville, Kentucky. Next up is the tender for Nickel Plate Road number 587. Past these long line of boxcars here, you can see the town of Ravenna, Kentucky. Ravenna, Kentucky was established in 1915 by the Louisville and Nashville Railroad as a place for the employees of the Ravenna Rail Yard to live with their families. Ravenna, Kentucky was named after Ravenna, Italy. That is because the people that laid down the tracks to this area was from there and requested that the L&N name it after their hometown, in which they did. This rail yard back in the day had 23 tracks, a pedestrian walkway bridge, several buildings, and a roundhouse and turntable. Out of all those buildings, the brick building known as the yard office is the only original structure left standing, and now houses a museum that is open every Saturday. In 1961, a devastating tornado would come through the area and destroy most of what I talked about with the yard, as well as the town itself. The town of Ravenna, Italy actually heard about this and sent them some supplies, as well as a special tablet that is now on display at City Hall. I believe it also includes the Pope on it, which is pretty cool. As we start our approach to the Y, we will see some more of Kentucky Steam's equipment. Coming up first is SD40-2 number 6162. 6162 was originally built for the Norfolk and Western and would later go on to serve Norfolk Southern. This locomotive is the only former N&W SD40-2 painted back in her original colors. Right behind 6162 is L&N number 7067. 7067 is a C30-7, and it was one of 44 ordered by the L&N. It was one of the last locomotives ever ordered by the L&N, and was repainted back into her family line colors by the Huntington, West Virginia shops. Behind 7067 is a Pennsylvania RPO car. That is how the mail used to get transported back in the day. It was later converted into a tool car to be used behind nickel plate number 587. Now it will be used as a tool car behind C&O 2716. Coming up on the other side of the Y, we have what they like to call Little Chew. Little Chew is a 040 tank engine and is the Vulcan number 1. Vulcan number 1 came from Canova, West Virginia, and they are hoping to have it operational for the whistle blow in November. Behind that is their main steam star, Chesapeake in Ohio, number 2716. 2716 is a 284 wheel configuration. Typically, these locomotives would be known as Berkshires, however, the C&O wanted to be different and named them Kanawhas. 2716 was also built in 1943 by Alco. We are now getting to the end of the property for Kentucky Steam. Over on this side, we can see the EK subdivision, and the searchlight signal still stands strong in eastern Kentucky. We have now started our journey back towards the shops. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sights of eastern Kentucky. Coming up next, we will see an antique steam tractor owned and operated by father and son Craig Holden and C.J. Holden, and it was also wearing a L&N whistle. Coming on back inside the shop, we can see some more parts for some more steam locomotives. We do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me your favorite part about this video. But anyways, this has been Cincinnati Southern Productions saying, we'll see you along the rails. Thanks for watching.